morning, this is Molin here. Welcome to my kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make chapatis last for longer and still remain tasty. So are you one of those people who loves chapatis? If you're from East Africa, you definitely must love chapatis, or if you visited East Africa. But are you also one of those people who cannot easily find them? I mean, if you're in Uganda or living in Kenya, where you can have fresh chapatis made and delivered to you every day, it's not a problem. So this is mainly a diaspora problem. It's not easy to find chapatis, and it's also not easy once you buy a few. It's not easy to keep them fresh for longer. So today I'm going to show you what I do to keep my chapatis for longer, to make sure that I have them fresh, tasting fresh and soft when I need them. So normally when I make chapatis, I make a big batch. Or when I order from somebody, I order like 20 or 30, which I don't want to eat all at the same time. But after a day or two, they are not as tasty, they are not as soft, and sometimes they even become hard. So I figured out how to freeze them. And when I get them out, I warm them, and they are. So in this video, I'm not going to show you how to make the chapatis. That's a whole different video, a much longer version. I'm just going to show you how to preserve them for longer. First, I'll show you what I already preserved and how I'm going to make it fresh again and ready to eat. When I make the chapatis, I'll show you later, I don't fully cook them and make them ready to eat. I only make them ready for storage. Think about the kind of chapatis you get, for example, from Yumbo, from the supermarket, the frozen section of the supermarket, how they are made, and then how you finish cooking them at home, like in Holland, what they call afbakken, where you complete the cooking process and hence getting a fresh product. So first of all, I'll start with what I already have frozen. You can see this is my frozen chapati. It looks cooked, but it's not really fully cooked. It's just half made and frozen. When you take it out of the freezer, of course it's frozen, it's hard, so it's looking a bit more like this. And then what I do mainly, if I'm gonna eat it later, I leave it on the counter to thaw for a few hours, or you can just use the defrost function of the microwave, or you can just put it in the fridge and let it, it will defrost gradually. For example, if I'm gonna make them tomorrow, if I'm gonna make them in the night for dinner, I'll take them out in the morning, and then I'm gonna put these in the fridge. So there they are. I'll put them in the fridge and leave them there, and I will cook these. I'll show you how to cook this for dinner, how to make them fresher when I'm going to make them. So we're back. We're back. Now we can get the chapatis that have thawed from the fridge and get ready to cook them. This is how they look. So now they're no longer hard. This is how they look. And so we're going to bake them. So we just need to warm our pan. We're going to warm the pan, and we want to put them on a warm pan. And you can already put some oil. So put some little oil on a warm pan. I use sunflower oil. You can use olive oil. Doesn't really matter. And put your chapatis there. You give it some time to warm. You can even do 2 at a time, because I almost have them almost cooked. So with some oil, some nice oil. See, because they're still a bit cold, it can take a while. And sometimes I can do the two at the same time, actually, because while the bottom one is warming, the top one is warming as well. So I give it some time to warm. Yeah, when you hear the warm oil cracking, then you know it's getting ready. Yeah, when you hear the crackling noise, you know that the oil is heating up. And keep turning it so that it doesn't burn in one place. So this is it, and you can turn it to the other side, so this side is warming and getting hot. You see, it's chapatis are ready to eat. So there you are, two fresh, soft, ready chapatis. Now you can go ahead and serve them with your favorite meal, or use them to make Rolex because they roll quite good. Now let me show you how to make them ready for freezing. So I'll show you how to make your chapatis in such a way that you do not fully cook them. I have my chapati balls here ready. I rolled them a while back. Like I said, this is not a video on how to make the chapatis. It is just on how to prepare them in such a way that you can keep them. So once you have it nicely rolled, because the purpose of this is not to have it fully cooked, it's have it to be cooked enough for you to keep in the freezer so that you can take it out whenever you're ready to use it. So once you know they have been soaking here for about maybe 2 hours while I was doing other things, and now they are ready for baking. So here is my nice round one, and you need to have already your hot pan. So there it is. Here they are, all of them ready. They look cooked, but I assure you they are not. And so I'm gonna let them cool, and when they are cooled, then I'll put them in the freezer ready for the next cooking. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're like me who loves chapatis, then feel free to get them in bulk or make them in bulk for the week when you have time, and then you just cook them as you wish so that you can have fresh chapatis all the time. And if you can't make them in bulk, then let us know. We can make them in bulk for you, and you can enjoy. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do a detailed video on how to make the chapatis themselves. If you want me to do a detailed video, let me know. And otherwise, have a lovely day. Bye.